Holy crap. There is way too much going on out in the world. How many times do you run through Facebook, you're scrolling down and you're getting all this information and it's so overwhelming. Your Twitter feed, your Instagram feed, it's nuts. You're not running your business the right way. The 7 secrets to success. Wait a minute, I just read yesterday that there were 5 secrets to success. You're not meditating the right way, and here's how you do it. You've been working out all wrong for the last 2 years. But wait a minute, I had a personal trainer last year who told me this, but now I'm hearing this. You've been having sex the wrong way. 4 steps to be a better lover in bed. The one thing you need to know to take a trip this year. Oh my God, there's just way too much going on. This is a huge problem in the world today. It's called information overload. Maybe you've experienced it in your life. I sure as hell have. So this is how I've dealt with my own information overload. You have to understand, first of all, before we go into this, that most of the things that you hear, especially if it's some weird 4-step formula or something like that, it's mostly bullshit. Most of it's coming from sources, from people who have no understanding on what they're talking about. They've usually written a blog post. Remember, you gotta understand, anybody can start a website these days and put whatever out they want. Anybody can tweet whatever they want. So, most of it is nonsense. So, with that said, here's how we deal with information overload. First thing I want you to do, I want you to set a couple goals. So what are your goals? Give me no more than 2 or 3. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many goals at once. Now, ask yourself, what is the first step towards achieving that goal that you have in your life? Here's what I want you to do. You identify that first step. If you're scrolling through Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and you have a 4-step formula on how to achieve something that is not your first step in achieving that goal, I want you to scroll past it. It's not important to you. Even if this would be your 5th step down, it's not important. Figure out what your goals are, 2 to 3, and then figure out what the first step is going to be in achieving that goal. Only read information related to that. If you get to the 2nd step, only read information that is relative to it helping you achieve the 2nd step. If you get to the 3rd step, only read information that is relative to you achieving that 3rd step. You also have to look at the sources as you're reading. You don't, just because you're reading it and just because it's online doesn't mean it's true. Look at who wrote it. If something like a website like Forbes had written something and talks about how to be an extraordinary business owner and lead people to success. Forbes has something to say, write it, maybe give it a shot. And if it applies to your life and to that next step, apply it to your life. So in checking the sources, if Forbes has something to say, maybe perhaps it's a reputable source, give it a shot. But if it's coming from another website, like for example, WordPress.com/Joey's wisdom of the day, maybe he doesn't exactly know what he's talking about, and you can kind of scroll past. There is so much information out there, and it's easy to have information overload. But the information is great if we apply it to our goals, if we apply it to our life in a way that's conducive to helping us achieve our goals. Only read and apply the things in your life that are relative to what you're seeking to accomplish. Ignore everything else. Let it go. Let it go. There's always going to be plenty of information. We have a habit of getting so overwhelmed with information that we never take action. So if I want to start a business, my first step might be identifying what my business is going to be. I don't want to read about employee tax forms. I don't want to read about marketing, anything like that. All I want to read about is how to come up with a great business idea. And once I do that, we're good. We can move on to the next step. See, most of us, we read too far into the future about things that will never apply in our life in the first place, and we get so overwhelmed that we never take action. This is why information overload is a problem. You have to read information, watch videos sparingly. Okay, you have to only take in the information that is relative to what you're doing in your life right now. Information overload sucks. I can't stand it. But it's very easy for me in my life to just scroll past stuff constantly. If it doesn't apply to my life directly in this moment, guess what? I won't read it. And I'm a lot less anxious as a result of having done this. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, I would do that. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm hoping to do that. Just click wherever that thing is right there. Subscribe. I'm going to be putting out videos twice a week, book reviews, life vlogs, adventure, videos like this. I'm going to be talking about business lessons very soon. I'm going to be talking about life coaching mastery, how to be a master life coach very soon. Click the subscribe button, leave a comment, like this video. As always, be good, be awesome, be great.